Hello, Miss Golden Girl here. Look at me, I got on my Detroit Tigers shirt. This is the shirt that I purchased 2023 when I was in Michigan and I went down to Detroit for the first opening game in the spring. I always wanted to do that. But happy Thursday. It is Thursday morning, June the 4th, 2026. And I want to summarize my excursion yesterday. I am fighting back. Yes, I am standing against the high gas prices and the high rise in my cost of car insurance because I'm aging. So I sold my car. Yes, I've told you before, I sold my car, my boycott. I am boycotting those high gas prices and those high car insurance prices because I'm 74, soon to be 75. Yes. So I got proof. I showed you. You go back and as I had pictures showing yesterday going into Atlanta, I paid $1.25. I have a reduced Gwinnett Ride Breeze card, which that's a reduced fare. So instead of paying $2.50 per ride, I pay $1.25. I have a reduced Breeze card for MARTA. So that means I pay $1 instead of $2 for a ride. But let me tell you how this works. I'm just so amazed. $2.25 got me round trip from Lawrenceville, Georgia, the suburbs of Atlanta, into downtown Atlanta. Yes, $2.50. So, way it works is when I tap my Breeze card starting out in Gwinnett County, Lawrenceville, that takes $1.25. So I needed, and so that loads a transfer. So when I got on my next bus at the Gwinnett Transit Center, I was able to tap the card and utilize a transfer to get on bus 10A or 10B, which would take me to the Dorville MARTA station. And then when I got to the Dorville MARTA station, I tapped the card to enter the station, and that is a transfer. You have 3 hours from the time you first tap the card to complete your one-way traffic. You have to be, processing going out. I couldn't try to come back to my house as a transfer. So I got all the way downtown Atlanta to Five Point, the MARTA station, for $1.25. So then when I was coming out of Atlanta, returning back home, I was at the MARTA station by State Farm Arena, but I needed to get back to the Five Point station in order to get on my northbound train to Dorville. So I tapped at the MARTA station by State Farm Arena. Then I tapped, I didn't even have to tap at Five Point because I'm already in the transit system. I'm already in the train system. I didn't go up. I didn't exit out. And so I didn't even tap at Five Point. I just got on a train. So then I took the train to Dorville and I got off and I got on the 10A bus. So I tapped again. And I took that bus to the Gwinnett Transit Center, and I got on the 40 and I tapped. So coming out of Atlanta, I have two separate Breeze cards now. One for reduced fare on MARTA, one for reduced fare on Gwinnett Rhine. And I've got to get me one on Cobb Link so I can go into Cobb County. I want to visit my cousin. So I got to go out in Marietta to their transit station where they do the reduced Breeze cards. And then I was studying, researching today, and there's an express bus. And I passed by one of the express station while I was on bus 40. It's over by Sugarloaf Mill on my way to the Gwinnett Transit System. So I'm going to try that out and bring you along. But I'm so excited. You know, sometimes we'd be afraid to step out and try new things. So it's been a while since I've been riding public transportation, but I love public transportation. And it's a nice way to people watch. But yes, this golden girl is fighting. I'm fighting the high cost of gas. I'm fighting the high cost of car insurance for the elderly. As I keep saying and stressing, to maintain my car with the car insurance, gas, maintenance is, I estimate to be $5,000. $5,000 annually. So far I have loaded $25 on each one of those Breeze cards. I've linked them so I can go online. I can reload money. I can check my balances. That's how I did those screenshots to show how much money, so you'll see it. I got proof. I only spent $1 coming out of Atlanta to get back to Lawrenceville, Georgia, my home. And I only spent $1.25 from Lawrenceville, Georgia to downtown Atlanta. Yes. Cost more money originating in Gwinnett County. But that's the way it is. Hey. But yes, Miss Golden Girl, I'm fighting the high cost of gas. This is what I'm doing. Tell me, what are you doing? What are you doing? We just can't take this. We just can't. We just cannot. You know, our governor here in Kemp, in Georgia, he did do that gasoline tax pause for a while, but gas is still so high, and I just have a big smile when I ride by and I see how much it is, and I'm not even fazed anymore. Yes, so yesterday, June the 3rd, marked 2 weeks that I had sold the car. And so last week, I navigated using Microtransit, where that was a on-demand service, curb to curb. And so that was $3 each trip. And so this week, I was out on the local bus in Gwinnett County and on the MARTA train going into Atlanta. All right, Miss Golden Girl, I'm on a roll here. I'm on a roll. Managing my finances. Yes, managing my finances. Striving to be more frugal. Yes, I am. So you have a blessed day.